Guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Peria here, and today stay with me as I hydrate, moisturize and oil my scalp while taking you guys on one of my self therapies. Like, it's basically close to the end of the year and there is one of the self therapies I usually do. So today I'm going to be doing it, and please stay with me. And if you're new here or you've been watching my videos and you've not yet subscribed, maybe you've been thinking about it, this would be the right time to hit on the subscription button. Just subscribe. It's not going to take anything from you. Subscribe, click on the notification bell so you get notified each time I post a new video, and please give this video a thumbs up and leave your comments and questions at the end of this video. Watch it to the end, please guys, watch it to the end. So now let's get into the video. So people that carry virgin hair, especially here in Nigeria where it's the December period and there is a lot of harmattan. Can harmattan be counted? No, but there is actually harmattan. You know the struggle. So today I'm going to be using clove water to moisturize, okay, to hydrate my hair. I'm going to be using water. So this is like clove. I soaked in clove for a couple of days, and this is the water which I also diluted because my own has almost finished. I need to get cloves for not see now let me get. I'm using clove water. I'm going to be using the leave-in mega growth leave-in conditioner, and then I'm going to be using my coconuts and my coconut and carrot oil to seal in the or whatever. So first and foremost, let's get rid of this scalp. It's growing, it's trying. So my hair is in a twist because I just loosed my braids, and well, I don't have strength to be combing the hair every day. So I just put it in a twist. So for those who have watched my video, or for those who do not know, let me get rid of these glasses first. So basically, if you watched my video on depression, you know that I went through chronic depression. Like, I suffered from chronic depression and anxiety. So I remember last year what actually happened was that I had to go in for therapy. So by the time when it became serious, I was having deep suicidal thoughts. I had to go in to see the therapist, and then I was put on medication. At first I was put on anxiolytic. That was before I saw the therapist. I saw a general doctor, and they put me on anxiolytic medication. That's for anxiety, to help me sleep, because I was basically not sleeping at all because of the whole thing. And after putting me on anxiolytic, after seeing therapists, they put me on antidepressants after speaking and everything. They put me on antidepressant, but after a while of taking those medications, I think after antidepressants, they put me on another medication again because the antidepressants wasn't working the way it needed to work, or rather, it wasn't really doing the job. So after that, they put me on another medication, and after a while, I think I took those medication about for about 2 or 3 months, or was it not more than, I think. And then I stopped the medication because I had complained to my therapist in notes that I don't think that medication is for me, that I don't want it, because basically, number one, it was making me so drowsy, and I wasn't still in school, so it was making me sleep too much. Like, I could be in class and just sleep off in class. So it was really, really bad. And then also, medication was messing up my endocrine system. That it was messing up my sugar level. For those who know, you know that I'm diabetic also. I'm a type 1 diabetic, been diabetic for 15 years now. So it was messing up with my sugar level, like taking insulin, eating well and everything, but the medication usually affect the endocrine system. And as much as they try to give me a drug that will not, have so much effect on my endocrine system, it wasn't working. It was still having some kind of effect. So I had to stop complaining, and they still encouraged me to take the drug, to see the endocrinologist and everything. At the point in time, I was like, you know what, no, I don't want to take the drug again. So I decided to go on my own journey, which is not something I advise people to do. I don't advise you that you are on any medication, psychiatric medication, or any medication with depression, anxiety, schizophrenia, or whatever, and then you stay off your medication. No, my own had It's not an excuse. I'm telling you as a person who has gone through that and as a nurse also, it's not advisable because it could lead to a lot. But then for me, it was having too much effect, and I found other ways to manage. I realized I didn't necessarily need medication, so I decided to take the easy route. Yeah. So basically, I'm just hydrating my hair, just getting the water, the cold water into all part of my scalp, my scalp. So I'm not just hydrating my hair, I'm hydrating my scalp also, which is very good, especially Ramadan season. Hair start breaking. So to avoid all that, when I stopped the medication, and then I started doing a lot of research on my case while having chronic depression, and I started noticing the pattern, things that would trigger my anxiety, things that will actually cause me to have much more anxiety and depression, and things that will calm me down. So one thing I realized, my birthday month is November, and then we have November, which is close to the end of the year, second to last month of the year. So I basically realized that during that period, what would sound like a happy time for people, birthday, when's your birthday, you're happy, people are wishing you happy birthday, you reflect on life and everything, was usually a time of depression for me. Like that's when my societal thoughts tend to be a lot more. November, December, like people celebrate their birthday, rejoicing and partying and everything. But I celebrated my birthday, I usually celebrate my birthday crying myself to sleep. Even when people are pouring water on me and I'm shouting, hey, yeah, thank you, I'm actually very sad. I either had finished crying or I am going to cry myself to sleep, obviously. So, yep, my head hurt, yeah. So basically, so I noticed that I realized that it was connected to a lot of emotions I felt, a lot of memories that would come during that period when I tried to reflect, okay, how has life been? I'm becoming older, what happened? I realized that my mind was always going to negative thoughts, like things that happened that year that was so negative. I rarely remember the positive things. Even when I remember a positive thing, I'm going to pick up that one silly, stupid mistake in it, and it's going to just break me down, and I start crying and I start feeling. So I noticed that and I was like, you know what, okay, I need to do something. So one of the things I came up with was basically close to the end of the year, November, December, in fact, November 1st, I will pick out all the things I set to achieve that year, the things I achieved and the things I did not achieve. And even those things I did not really set as a goal that year, but things I achieved, the good things in my life, I will pick that up. And also the negative things, little things, little memory, little times I embarrassed myself, I will pick it up and I will settle that case. You know what? I'll tell myself, you know what? These bad things happen. Yeah, it happened. I cannot change it. But at the same time, I don't. Those memories have to doesn't have to control me. What I need to do is that I didn't achieve this year. Next year, I'm going to put in things that will help me achieve these goals instead of staying and thinking of them over and over again. And then I'm going to stay on, okay, what are the positive things that I achieved that year, and then I will let my mind be focused on those positive things. Let that be a reason to rejoice. So even when my mind is, running to the negative things to make me feel sad, depressed, and all that, I will try to divert my mind to those positive things that happened. So that is one of the things I'm going to be doing today. What I'm just going to do is just going to massage that into my scalp. So I have a low porosity here, so it really absorbs water. So basically, I'm going to massage that. So now I'm going to go in with the leave-in conditioner. So basically, um, yep, rub, massage that into my hair scalp. Okay, one of the things I said to achieve this year was that I will have an exercise routine, like a steady, consistent exercise routine. So normally when I was in school, sometimes we go jogging and everything, and there were things that really helped me with my blood sugar level because at the point in time I think I was suffering from resistance. I won't really diagnose myself with that insulin resistance, but I was taking insulin and it wasn't really working, and my insulin was well stored and everything, but it will work during the night and as if my insulin was not working during the daytime. So basically, I said I was going to have. I noticed that when I got into exercising, doing little exercises and all that, it was helping. So I told myself that this year I'm going to have a steady exercise routine, which I woefully failed at because I used to exercise, yes, but to say I have an exercise routine. I don't have an exercise routine. I even exercise only when I need to exercise. Like when I need to jog inside my house, I jog. I say jog. Inside my house, I skip. That's the only thing I do. So that I feel good. Another thing I was set to do was to read the whole of the Old Testament. As a Christian girl, I said, this year, 2023, I'm going to finish my Bible. I've been able to read the New Testament of the Bible, everything, all the New Testament of the Bible, which I'm still going through because you can never just learn at once, like learn everything concerning God or the Bible at once. So I read, but then I finished the New Testament, I think about 2 times. I finished some books up to 2, 3 times, and I said, you know what, I'm going to read the Old Testament books this year and finish the Old Testament, starting from Genesis and ending Malachi. But I've not reached half of the book. I've really not reached half. God help me. So because I keep on going back to the New Testament, or I keep on just sometimes just forgetting and being like, okay, I need to focus to be able to read and understand the Old Testament, and then I never find the time to focus. So another goal I was set to achieve this year was to know what exactly I wanted to do, like a business outside my nursing as a registered nurse, outside my nursing, like to have a business or a another career, like a part of my career, something else doing outside nursing. So I'm a multi-talented, multi-skilled person. I sing, I do songwriting, I'm a good songwriter, good singer, good I wouldn't really say I'm a good dancer. I learned how to dance, but not really like I don't see that as a profession. But then I do skills, I know how to braid hair, I know how to do design, like design clothes. When I say design clothes, like on paper, sketch designs, making designs on paper, and also stitch those designs using needle and thread. I can stitch them very well. Through the stitch, you know that okay, this thing is handmade. I can stitch quite well. And then I'm a braider. I think I've said that before. I'm a braider. I braid like all styles of braid, Ghana weaving, stitch braids, whatever, knotless braids and everything. I do that really well. And then I can crochet well. Give me a gown, give me a skirt, give me anything. I'm gonna crochet it well for you, bag, everything. I know how to make beads, though that's not like a professional thing, but I know how to make beads to an extent. Bead bags, bead belts, yeah, you got to. So, and then I also was another thing. There are also other things I can't think of now. I used to know how to draw, but I haven't drawn in a while now. So, but anyway, I know how to do some kind of things. So I'm kind of like multi-talented. I used to act before. I used to be in church drama units. You know, I saw acting as maybe a career that I may pursue in the future. But I didn't pursue till now. I don't even know what I want to do. I know music is a thing, no, but I don't basically know exactly the one I want to pick and do. Like my mind wanders, and it's affecting me. It affected me so much, or it's affecting me so much because it limits me or it makes me not to be able to stay in one place. For example, I can be in the church choir and everything, and I see a group of people acting drama, and I'm like, oh, I can act too. I want to go into the drama units, you know. And so in my mind, it's a war. And then I see people crocheting, which is a lot of things, a lot going on social media now. People crocheting clothes and everything, and I'm like, wow, this can be fine. I can crochet that, yo. Let me get anything clean and this thing. So my mind is just wandering. It gives me a lot of anxiety. And at the end of the day, I'll get scared that, you know what, at the end of the day, I'm going to be so confused. I'm not going to pick anything. So that was something I set to achieve this year. But unfortunately, I didn't really achieve it. But I know I'm going to go on again next year. Or I may achieve it. I may know at the end. I may even go into business and leave all those, not leave them completely, but leave those skills first. So, aside that, I don't think I can think of anything else. Okay, so I'm going to save an amount of money. An amount of money this year that I know was able to afford. But we go again next year. So that, and then I said this year I was never going to argue with anybody. that I was not going to argue. But unfortunately, I argued though. That reduced Sha, which is a win. I argued with people trying to prove a point, which is a very bad habit that I have that I'm going to overcome. Besides that, I don't really think I can think of anything. Yeah, I don't really think I can think of anything. So now I'm going to go on things I was able to achieve this year. I think one of the things I was able to achieve this year was to stay out of medication, any psychiatric medication. So like I said, I was on medication for depression, anxiety. This year, throughout this year, I've not taken any psychiatric medication and I've been fine. Like, not just saying it from my own point of view or from my own self evaluating myself, but from people who are close to me, who are what's going on, evaluating me too and saying that you're doing well. Secondly, I said I'm going to go out more, which I've not really gone out much, like much, to the extent to which I want to go out, but there is an improvement. I've been able to go to places on my own without without letting severe anxiety I have stop me. Another thing too was that this year I was able to graduate school, which is one of the biggest achievements I accomplished. For some people it may not be a big accomplishment because they'll say, in Nigeria there is no work set as this for you. So why is that a big accomplishment? It's a big accomplishment for me because when I was in school, there were a lot of stories that went on, and some people actually told me that if I'm not careful, I'm going to die in school because there was a girl who died who had diabetes. I was in nursing. She studied nursing in my school, I think some years ago, and she died because of complication of diabetes, not being able to control diabetes and everything because of the school environment. Because in school then we don't cook food, we buy, and they don't have a special kitchen for people with health conditions, and there were a lot of people with health conditions. So because of that, like that was one thing that increased my anxiety in school, that I wasn't going to die, that I was going to die before I graduate, or I was going to graduate school without a leg or hand or something like that. That was something I lived in fear with throughout my school days. But I was able to graduate in one piece, legs complete, eyes still able to see, hands, fingers complete, and all that. I was able to leave school, even though I have some complications, but then I was able to leave school complete, very very complete, and that's like one of the greatest alive complete. That's one of the greatest achievements that I have gotten, all thanks to Christ, that enabled me, that gave me the strength. Another thing I accomplished there was healing. I got healing, not like an accomplishment, but I got healing in my mind, which was through faith, through growing in God's word, which is also another thing that I set to achieve this year, to grow in God's love and to grow in the knowledge of Christ. And that caused healing to my mind. That also has to do with not taking any medication, antidepressants, antipsychotic, or whatever, and getting to be more open, not letting anxiety stop me, to have anxiety attack. I'll still go and do the thing again that made me to have anxiety attack. As that's not a bad thing. As that's not a bad thing, it's not against God's word. I'll go and redo it again. See how I accomplished that thing. That's what I did this year. And yeah, that was also another thing to be able to do things that anxiety does not allow me to do. Good things that I should do, that are not against God's word, that are actually in God's will for me, that anxiety did not allow me fully do. So that was one of my things that I accomplished this year. Now I'm going to go in with my coconut oil. So after moisturizing, anyway, I don't know, but I need to get something to be able to put this. So massage this in. So basically, those are the things that I can think of that I actually still put down into writing that I've accomplished this year, and the ones I've not accomplished. And basically, just to rest. Each time my mind is going to those things that I've not accomplished, I did not accomplish this year, or ways I embarrassed myself this year, or anything, all those small memories that shouldn't even be a problem, but it's usually a problem for me because that's what my mind tends to build up to cause anxiety and fear. So when I don't think of them, I'm able to push them aside. I'm able to address them and tell them, yeah, these things happen. I was not able to accomplish this thing, but I will continue next year. For now, I need to relax. It's okay to not accomplish those things. It's okay for me not to have gotten those things, and it's all right. I'm not going to die. I have another chance, and then be more intentional next year in accomplishing these things. And then I'm able to also have good memories that I can focus on, because those are the things I will intentionally put my mind much more on. That's one of the things I do for therapy that actually helps me a lot. Helps to redirect my mind. I'm done. I'm just going to massage this in and allow it dry off a bit. After it has dried off a bit, my hair is growing. My hair is growing. It's not where I want it to be, sharp, but guys, see now. Those who know my hair before, we will be able to tell the story. I don't know, I've been having a lot of breakouts recently, so I'm going to put a little on my face. Let that stay a while, and then I'll rub it in. So guys, we've come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for listening to my self therapy, and I do hope that this will help somebody out there too, like going through one illness or the other, especially depression, anxiety, and everything. Like, you can actually have a top hand in overcoming these things. It's not going to be easy. There are some people that are going to need medication, and it's okay. It's actually okay. I've been on medication before, and it's not easy, but yeah. But then there are some people that are going to be able to cope without medication. Either way, it's good to actually still work with your doctors. And then, yeah, hold God strong. God is actually the basis of my healing. And either way, talk to your therapist. If you're already seeing a therapist, it's good that you take them along. It will be better and everything, so they don't force you into doing other things, but at the same time they understand when you tell them about, okay, how faith plays a role, especially if you're a Christian, or even if especially if you're a Christian and you're able to, tell them that, okay, this is how I want to take it, and they're able to advise you and not force you to do some kind of thing. And then if you need medication, that sometimes you're going to basically need medication. Do not just run away from it. Do not just stop it like I did. Like I said, I had another reason why I stopped the medication, not just because I wanted to stop it. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you also want me to talk about other things like my experience with therapy in Nigeria, and any other thing relating to mental health, diabetes, everything you want me to talk about, please make sure to put it on the comment section below, and I will ensure I will try my very best to attend to that question and make a video about it. So I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching. You guys rock. See you guys in my next video. I love you guys. Bye.